So now that you've gotten to the end of your paper, it's time to make sure that your reference list is also in APA style. So the first thing we're going to do is go up to the Insert menu, and you're going to insert a page break, and that means that no matter what changes in the body of your paper, your reference page will always start at the top of a clean sheet. Now that we have that clean page, right here, we're going to type, oops, where did you go? I want to be right at the top. We're going to type the word reference. Now, if you only have one reference, then you'll be able to use the word reference. But if you have more than one, you're going to have to make that plural, references. Okay. And again, we're in Times New Roman 12-point font. Okay. So your references should be double spaced, and this is the format they should be. In general, you will always have the name of the author listed by last name, and then the year in parentheses, and then the title. Book titles will be in sentence case, which means that only the first word of the title, the first word of the subtitle, and any proper nouns are capitalized. Book titles are also in italics, and then they are followed by the city, state, colon, name of the publisher. Article titles are always written in regular font, in sentence case, and the name of the journal and the volume of the journal that the article is found in should be written in italics and again, title case. And then finally, videos, video files. In this case, this is a motion picture, but if this were a video file, instead of motion picture, it would say capital video lowercase file inside those brackets. And then again, the country of origin, studio or distributor, or director, producer, all that information goes in there. The title of the motion picture is in sentence case and italics. Now, these references should be in hanging indent. So I'm going to show you how you would put them in hanging indent. You would click on the beginning of each item, and then you would highlight the entire item. Then you would go up to the paragraph menu here, and you would choose hanging indent. And then you would push OK, and it would format so that it would end up looking like this. So your reference page, oops, boy, I just don't have good typing fingers today. The reference page would look like this. So it's kind of like a reverse indent where the beginning of the reference would be aligned to the left margin, but any subsequent lines in that reference would be indented so that you can easily tell the beginning of each reference. Okay, I also wanted to show you a couple of really helpful websites that can help when it comes time to figure out the correct way to list your reference. This is Purdue Online Writing Lab, and they have all kinds of good information about how to format your references. And then I like this one particularly the best. This is APA Style Blog, and you can actually type questions in this area right there, and it will give you answers and all the different subtle differences about where and how these are done. So this particular blog post is regarding the periods, and that's an important thing to always remember, how the periods separate each item in that reference. It's also important to know what goes in your reference page. For instance, if you have interviewed somebody, if that's not something that any old reader can retrieve, then that's not going to necessarily be a source in your reference list. Also, you want to make sure that you are including reliable sources and primary sources in your reference list. You don't want to gather information from Wikipedia or WebMD. You want to be looking at peer-reviewed, scholarly, trusted sources.